In the journey to reach our goals, to see our visions through, the one question I want to ask is, who's holding you up? I'm RiNus, and this is RiNus World. Hi everyone. Finally, the last video that went up. You have no idea how many times I struggled to get that video up. The first time it was that video that got deleted. The second time, the second, third, fourth time, couldn't export. I have no idea the relief I have that it went up, and I hope people are learning something from that video. Today I just want to focus on one subject and hopefully keep it short, like I had promised. I want to talk about partnerships. In the beginning of, in the first video, I'd spoken of just being able to start something. Late last week I was watching, I started an online course, and I was watching some of the course material that was in the video. They were basically showing companies that had started in the area of motion graphics. And the biggest thing that I noticed about every single one of them is there was no one-man army. By one-man army, I mean there was no one working alone. I thought about the aspect of partnerships. And as much as for a lot of us, with very personal goals, that might seem like, why should I share this space with somebody else that will most likely not understand? The truth is, the bigger something grows, the more hands you need. And that's where partnership comes. I think I would define partnership as involving or working with other people to achieve a singular goal or to achieve a singular set of goals. And I think when it comes to anything personal, I'll be the first one to say I'm very protective of things that I've invested in personally, whether it's in my work, whether it's in my personal life. I'm very protective of anything I've invested in. Even the idea of a partnership is scary. But I'm coming to terms with understanding that a partnership is important for a couple of reasons. The first one would be you get work done faster. I think it's no secret that if you have more hands to do something, and if they're the right hands, it often gets done faster. Let's say you want to build a wall. If you're going to build a wall alone, it will take you quite a bit of time. But if you have two people building the wall, assuming that you have properly divided the workload, it should go up twice as fast. And within reason, the more people you have, the faster the wall gets built. So in, I guess, a rough estimate, if you have 10 people building the one wall, it should get built 10 times faster. I know it's not like this in most cases, but the work gets done faster, especially if you have the right hands. Your work is divided and you have half of what you were doing. If there's two of you, if there's three of you, you have a third. And the more people you involve, who you should, I will keep stressing, the right people. The more people you involve, the quicker the work is done and the lighter your load. The biggest reason why I feel partnerships are important is you will not have as much stress as before, hopefully, with the right people. I keep saying that. With the right people, you will have less stress, you have fewer headaches, you have more people to bounce ideas off of, and in due time, you have a lot more work done in a shorter space of time. The second reason I feel partnerships are important is something I just mentioned, is you have people to bounce ideas off of. You have a sounding board. On your own, you have your own ideas, and for creatives, that may be an advantage. But in as much as it's an advantage, it can be what slows you down or what gets you to a creative block. Because with more people comes more versions of the same idea or different ideas. And so in places where you find just one person wants to call the shots, you have a very limited scope of what you're going to do, and it will feel like a routine thing. But with more heads, hopefully the right heads, keep stressing that, you find that an idea that would have been good times 1 will become excellent times 10 with different ideas, and you come to a solid conclusion of how to make that idea the best it can be. On your own, you are limited. As much as that's a scary thing, but it's true. You are limited. So the more people you have, and I keep stressing the right people, the more people you have, the more ideas you have. And you find that some ideas will work so much better than you thought if you have people to bounce ideas off of. The reason I keep stressing the right people is because you find a lot of partnerships start and you might have different agendas involving in a partnership. So you find that conflict of agendas will cause a slowdown or maybe halting your entire idea, and you will be less productive than you were when you're alone. That's why I keep stressing it's the right people you need to involve. I know of scenarios where there was a software that was being developed. The person that came up with the idea involved somebody and got off the ground right, but then one of them got greedy. The one that was brought on board got greedy and wanted to kick the brainchild off the project, and that's how that software idea died. A lot of potentially great businesses or a lot of potentially great projects have died because of selfish partners. The types of partners you don't want to have: selfish, greedy, and blind. Those are the types you don't want to have. You need to have people who support the idea, who get on board and roll with the vision, or those ones that can enhance your vision. As much as you can have people on board that will just do the work to do the work, you need to involve people that will believe in the project and will push this project or this business forward. I guarantee you the fruit of taking your time to pick out the right partner will be so much better than trying to foot the whole project yourself. You get it done faster, you have a sounding board, and you have the safety of counsel. I will never downplay the power of good counsel. When you have the people that you surround yourself with are going to be a reflection of what you turn out to be, or you're only going to go as far as the people that are around you, the ideas that are around you. So pick the right people. In as much as I've stressed the importance of partnerships, pick the right people to partner with, because at the end of the day, it's your project, and if you're not willing to share the idea with anyone else, you can go on your own, but I guarantee you with a partner, you will grow much bigger. A lot of successful businesses are partnerships. A lot of successful businesses. Very few companies have one person at the helm of it. And even in that, you find that the person that is at the helm of the company, the CEO, the owner of the company, hired people to help him fulfill that vision. And it's the right kind of people that you need around you. 1, you don't need negative people. 2, you don't need upstarts, the wrong kind of upstarts, the people that just want to be at loggerheads with everyone. You don't need people that will frustrate your project. You don't need yes men, because yes men will say yes to any idea that you come up with, no matter how terrible it is. And those are the worst kinds of people, I feel. Like, I'd much rather receive criticism and learn to grow. And as much as I don't like criticism, once it comes, I'm ready to receive it, and that will help me grow better than somebody who just tell me, oh, I like this, I like that, and everything I do, everything I say, they like it. You need to surround yourself with people that are wise, people that you trust. Trust is vital. Surround yourself with people that are trustworthy, people that have integrity, because if you decide to leave something, if you decide to leave the project in the hands of somebody, you need to be able to trust that this thing will happen. The worst experiences are if, in cases of people that build houses, majority of the times even become common now to hear people say, oh, this person stole from the site, but they're still being paid to build this house. You don't need people that will steal from you. You need wisdom, you need wise counsel, you need people that will tell you the truth, and you have to be ready to receive the truth. You have to prepare yourself to receive the truth, because if you want to grow in any capacity, the truth is important. It's important to have partners that share a common interest with you, especially when it comes to the project. So in my case, in as much as I would need business people if this ever grows into an actual business, I will need people who share video interest as well, people who I can bounce ideas off of. And in as much as pride might be a factor in this one, surround yourself with smarter people than you. Because once you're the smartest person in the room, in as much as you have stuff to give people, you don't learn much. So it's always good to surround yourself with somebody more talented or way smarter than you, so that you learn stuff from each other. In that way, you grow as a person, and you expand your business or your venture or your vision. And this also applies to workplaces. So don't just think it's just for people who are starting things of their own, because in workplaces, you're basically adding to a vision that has brought this organization together. And so the more you contribute as the right kind of person, the better the place will be, and the better your company becomes, the better conditions become for you if you have the right employer. So I hope in all of this, in your project, in your endeavors for the coming years, pick the right people to partner with, and make sure they're the right kind of partners. Make sure they believe in the vision and can enhance your vision. Yeah. I'll see you in the next one, and let's grow together.